From one of the biggest bands in America to one of the biggest bands in British music history, we're talking about Oasis. The band is entering into a new phase with the release of a new DVD and their first ever greatest hits package. We sat down with the one and only Noel Gallagher to talk about the band's storied career.
Do you feel like at this stage for Oasis, this is sort of like a new beginning, maybe?
No, it's the end of the first phase, I think. I guess I feel slightly uncomfortable answering questions like, well, what does it mean? Because it doesn't mean anything to me, do you know what I mean? It means more to Sony, I guess, than it does to me.
Do you ever think about the end, what the end of Oasis would look like?
I don't think there'll be an end unless Liam starts losing his hair or I eventually throttle him.
Okay.
No, but I don't see an end. No, I don't. But then again, I'm too close to it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Maybe I don't really want to know.
You were talking recently about writing songs like Live Forever or Supernova, and just the idea that you would have difficulty writing those kinds of classic rock songs right now at this point in your life because you're at a different stage. Can you explain a little bit of that?
No.
Why?
Because I don't. You know, you just can't write songs in the mind space of a 24-year-old when you're 39. That's incredible. That sounds. I'm 39. Right? You can't. It's just as simple as that. You know. You're like what, 15 or something, right? You won't be doing interviews as timeless and as mind-blowing as this 20 odd years from now. Believe you me.
So then when you look back, though, at that 21-year-old or that 24-year-old, what is the emotion that you feel about those songs when you're listening to them?
I'm just glad it was me that wrote them. They were kind of almost written by magic, do you know what I mean? If I could write another Definitely Maybe, you know, man, I'd do it in the morning, do you know what I mean? All those songs on Definitely Maybe were about young people where I came from and about the hopes and dreams of one's future, right? Sex, drugs, rock and roll, shagging in the streets and all that, and, you know, being a rock star and, you know, going to live on a beach somewhere. I can't write songs like that anymore when you're 39, you know, dad of one, do you know what I mean? You have to look within yourself for inspiration. Not a lot in there.
You need to be yourself.
Is it that honesty is the most important thing to you then?
Of course. People don't buy into it otherwise. You can sing about bullshit all you want, do you know what I mean? But the real, true, great bands have got some of what they say is formed around some basis of honesty, innit? Even if they're only love songs.
I said maybe.
Do you feel the pressure to live up to Oasis' success?
I guess there's a certain amount of pressure in England. Well, it's not pressure that you feel, do you know what I mean? It's just there, it's omnipresent. I mean, our first album was the biggest selling thing since, you know, I don't know what, contraception in England, do you know what I mean? So it's always been there to follow, there's always successes to follow up. But we never think in terms like that, do you know what I mean? When we're in the studio, whether this is going to be successful or that's going to be successful. You know, we'd just be writing songs like Green Day, wouldn't we?
But you're on the cover of Uncut magazine, and the big, huge title quote from you is saying, "The goal was always to be the biggest band in the world."
Yeah.
From day one.
Yes, from day one.
Do you feel happy with the result then, of where you are now?
Yeah, of course I do. Sitting on this ledge talking to you.
That's true.
I mean, surely it doesn't get any better.